Stranger Things looks like a show about monsters. But that's not what the kids are actually fighting. The Demogorgon is terrifying. The Mind Flayer is overwhelming. Vecna is personal and cruel. But none of them are the real problem. The real problem is that, again and again, the adults don't show up when it matters. From the very beginning, the show establishes a pattern. When something is wrong, the kids notice first, and they're rarely believed. When Will disappears, Joyce knows immediately that something is off. She's right. But she's treated like she's hysterical, unstable, imagining things. The system around her doesn't just fail to help, it actively pushes back against the truth. Teachers dismiss concerns. Police minimize danger. Institutions lie. And when adults do get involved, it's often too late or on the wrong terms. So the kids adapt. They investigate because no one else will. They make plans because waiting feels dangerous. They accept risks because the alternative is doing nothing. This isn't bravery in the heroic sense. It's necessity. Mike, Dustin, Lucas, and Eleven don't act like adults because they want to. They do it because there's a vacuum where protection should be. Over time, danger stops being extraordinary and starts feeling routine. Bikes at night, flashlights in the woods, secret plans, codes, signals. All of it becomes normal far too quickly. What makes Stranger Things effective isn't that kids fight monsters. It's that they have to learn how to survive emotional and physical threats without reliable backup. Even the well-meaning adults are often distracted, grieving, compromised, or overwhelmed. Hopper, for all his growth, starts out checked out and avoidant. Other authority figures either don't know what's happening or choose not to know. And the government? It doesn't just fail the kids, it exploits them. Eleven's entire childhood is defined by adults who see her as a resource before they see her as a person. Her powers are treated as an asset, her pain as collateral damage. Even when she's rescued, the scars don't disappear. She's never allowed to be normal for long because the adults around her keep pulling her back into crisis. That's where the monsters really come in. The creatures of the Upside Down aren't random. They thrive on isolation, fear, grief, and neglect. Vecna doesn't just attack victims. He targets people who are already alone, already unheard, already carrying pain with no support system. In that sense, the monsters don't cause the damage. They expose it. The Upside Down spreads where communication breaks down, where people aren't believed, where kids are left to manage emotions and dangers that should never be theirs to handle alone. It's not just a supernatural invasion, it's the physical manifestation of what happens when care arrives too late. That's why the friendships matter so much. The kids survive not because they're stronger than the monsters, but because they build the support they're missing. They listen to each other. They argue, but they don't dismiss. They show up. When the adults fail, the kids become one another's safety net. Stranger Things isn't a coming-of-age story because the kids grow up. It's a coming-of-age story because they don't get a choice. And that might be the most unsettling thing in the show. Not the monsters in the dark, but the realization that if the adults had listened sooner, protected better, or stayed present just a little longer, the Upside Down might never have stood a chance. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this commentary, stay tuned for more to come.